We're going to be reacting to the temperamental engine. I'm sorry again that my videos might be like this more often since I have class in the morning, so I hope you guys understand. Anyways, let's get started, shall we?
Even though Jeffrey can't start working at Olmsted yet, the Fat Controller put him to use by sending him to Thomas's branch line to collect rubbish and scrap. The workmen were almost done on the upgrade and were working on the line that leads up to the quarry in Olmsted. Rubbish and scrap were being loaded into the trucks ready for Jeffrey to take to the junction, where Neville then takes him to Croc's scrapyard on Edward's branch line.
The circus music is nice.
Jack loves this kind of work. He thought it was fun scooping up the scrap and dropping it into trucks as they make a mighty crash. Boom! Laughed Jack. You should be careful, Jack. You might hurt someone doing that, said Oliver firmly. But it's fun, he replied, and he raced away to collect more. Just then, Jeffrey arrived.
Jeffrey!
Oh, it's our new engine of the Earls. Jack, let's greet him. But Jack ignored Oliver as he collected more scrap. G'day, my name's Jeffrey. I'm to help with the scrap today. Very nice to meet you. I'm Oliver, and this is... Oh, hello! Jack honked as he raced towards Oliver and Jeffrey with a bucket load of scrap. He stopped abruptly, and as soon as he did, his load spilled everywhere, and some landed right near Jeffrey's wheels. Oh, that was loud, chuckled Jack. Oh, Jack, Oliver sighed. Sorry, Oliver, I didn't know you were meeting the new engine. It's all right, Jack. Accidents do happen. But next time, please pay attention. You've got to remember what you're doing. Oliver then collected the scrap and placed them into one of the trucks. That's the last lot, called Oliver. Now we'll have to wait for more trucks from Bear. Jack, please sort out the scrap. So Jack did.
Oh, poor
Is Jack always like this? Sometimes. He is well-meaning and would do anything for his friends. But Jack, well, he can be a bit rambunctious at times.
Oh.
I see. Jeffrey hoped that his temperament wouldn't get the better of him when it came to Jack.
Okay, we're gonna skip the intro because I don't want to get in trouble with the copyright claim.
And before, I'll see if I could do an even bigger one. That was okay, but I'm sure I could do better than that. I'll have to throw it extra hard to make it my loudest one yet. Each time Jack threw in another load of scrap, the banging and clanging was more than Jeffrey could bear. But he knew he had to keep his temper in check. Must hold it back, he said.
How bad could his temper be?
In and out calmly.
I'm scared. Like, I hope he doesn't hurt Jack, because if he hurts him, like, and I'll admit, I too have a bad temper. So, but he deals with it better than I do, so I applaud him for that.
But just as he was doing that, he felt something hard on his tender. Ouch! Jeffrey exclaimed. Oops. Sorry, Jack said, and he raced away to collect more scrap for the trucks. Oh, I hope he gives it a rest soon, Jeffrey groaned. But he was wrong. Later on in the day, Jack tried to make the loudest noise he could with the scrap, and the louder he got, the more annoyed Jeffrey became. Careful, please. Sorry, but the hour was past, and Jack was still slamming down the scrap into the trucks. No matter how many times Jeffrey told him to be careful, Jack would always say, "Sorry," and promptly start trying again. "Oops, sorry, enough!" snapped Jeffrey. "I just had it with your rambunctious behavior today, you silly front loader. You should be ashamed of yourself. All day you've been trying to make the loudest sound with the scrap, and you end up hurting my tender because of it. And even though you kept on saying sorry, you persisted with being silly and not sticking to your word. Now get out of my sight!"
Ouch. Poor Jack.
"Wait, Jack, don't go." "No, he's right. See you back at the yard, Oliver."
Oh, Jack. Oh, poor Jack.
"Why did you shout at him? You saw what he did all day, didn't you? You should have done something about it." "Yes, I should have. But it doesn't justify you shouting at him and telling him to go away. I've learned to be patient with him until he gives out with his little game. I once lost my temper with the other machines when they were brand new and boisterous ones too. But I grew up and learned to be patient instead of shouting at them, because they only learned to be scared of you and would end up hating you for it. Maybe you need to work on that temper of yours."
He's a jerk.
"Now without Jack, I have to sort out the scrap and load it too. Now you get going. Your trucks are full." Oliver made his way to the scrap while Jeffrey puffed away.
Poor Jack. I feel bad.
As he
for
was
Jack.
halfway towards the junction, Jeffrey began to think of Oliver's words and started to feel sad. "I tried my best, but every time something bad happens to me, I just lose it. Just like before with the trucks. Sure, I got to the starting line, but like Oliver said, they become scared of you and hateful because of it. I really should work on this temper of mine. I should have kept to my word instead of being silly, but I don't see why Jeffrey should have yelled at me."
Poor Jack. I wish I could give him a hug, honestly. And I know some people think, "What are you, crazy?" But that's me. Oh, Jack. The poor guy.
"Jack! Jack!" "Jack, please, I'm sorry for shouting at you earlier."
Take the dogs out.
Jack just ignored him, but Jeffrey kept going on and on. "I am sorry. I tried very hard since leaving work with the ROD to not get angry. Please, Jack, I'm sorry that I upset you." But try as he might, Jack wouldn't hear him out.
Jack better listen or he's gonna end himself getting hurt.
As Jack neared the bridge, he heard a whistle and saw that Jeffrey wasn't looking. "Look out!" cried Jack. Jeffrey broke out of his trance and saw Hero coming past him. He braked hard just in time, but his momentum caused the train to bump and no.
What the? Okay, that was
Scrap
weird.
spilled all
I don't know why it just did that. Sorry about that.
over the tracks.
This actually has happened before when I'm just watching videos. I think it just might be the sensitivity of the screen. I don't know, but I've actually had this happen where sometimes the thing will just fast forward by itself, and I don't know why this would happen. But yeah, no, I believe it's just the sensitivity of the screen. Anyways, let's continue. Sorry about that.
"Oh, no," groaned Jeffrey. Soon after, Jack arrived.
Oh, poor Jack.
Are you alright? I'm fine, Jack. But some of my scraps spilt onto the tracks. Driver has gone to warn the signalman. Don't worry, I'll pick them up for you. You know, that was a mighty bang with that scrap. It was almost as loud as what I did back at the top station. Then Jeffrey cracked a smile and laughed, and Jack did the same. When the scrap was loaded back into the trucks, Jeffrey said, "Thank you, Jack, and I'm sorry for shouting at you earlier." "That's all right," smiled Jack. "And I'm sorry for not sticking to my apologies when I was loading your trucks." "It's all good, mate. Now, I think Oliver needs some help at the top station with more scrap." "All right," said Jack happily as he raced away back to the station yard. Jeffrey chuckled and he went on his way to the junction. The day was nearing completion, and before Jeffrey left for the junction with his last train for the day, Jack and Oliver came to see him off. Jack was glad that he and Jeffrey were now good friends despite their faults. Jeffrey was as well, and he promised to them that he would work on his temper.
I'm glad.
But there was one thing lingering on Jack's mind. You know,
How are
when
you
you said to me
performing
that you
today?
worked for the ROD,
Don't bombard Mom and
what is
Dad.
that? The Railway Operating Division. I helped with the French Army during the First World War. I was a bit hard on everyone there, shouting out orders, calling them out for misbehaving or for negligence, even though they didn't mean it. They called me the temperamental engine. After the war, nobody wanted to talk to me, and they would tease me whenever I asked for something. That's why after I moved to Australia, I decided to start anew and try to make friends of my new railway with this carefree attitude. Luckily I have done, and I still call them friends to this day, but I guess old habits die hard. Well, got to go now. It's been great meeting you two. See you later. Ta. See you later, Jeffrey. Bye, Jeffrey.
I'm glad him and Jack made up. That's all for this episode, guys. I'll see you all in the next video. This is KBear101 signing out. Adios, everybody.